Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon. Today's subject is Machine Drawing, Unit 1, Sectional Views, Part 3. If you want to see the previous video of this subject, please click the I button on the top of the video. It will show the subjects playlist. And if you want to see other subjects I have taken, please visit my channel and see all the subjects videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Today's topic is hatching lines or section lines. Hatching lines are necessary to differentiate the cutting area from the uncut portion of the components. So many drafting applications using hatching to fill an area with a pattern. So patterns like drawing lines or different types of lines and curved lines like that. So the pattern is used to differentiate the component of the project or to signify the material composition and object, composing an object. So it is used to differentiate the material of the component we are using to section, and also it is used to differentiate the component parts of the components from one part to another part. And now look this hatching line. We are using three parts in this. We are going to see the difference in that even in the single parts. In the first square, left side first square, we using 45 degree in the right side, and the top part we are using 45 degree at the left side, and the bottom right it also using the 45 degree at the left side. So due to this we have the confusion in the drawing. So this is the two part diagram or three part diagram, and now see this one. We are giving the left side square in the as the 45 degree in the right, and the top component part have the left side 45 degree, and the right side of bottom as the 60 degree of right side. So now we can differentiate the component parts, and if the components having a different material means we are going to give different views, different section hatching lines, because it has the we have a BAS code for the for each and every materials. We will see one by one in the next. So the following points should be considered while creating the hatching lines. They are: hatching line should be drawn at 45 degree to the axis or the main outline of the section. So it is very similar. And then when we are having three or more parts are in contact, we have to choose the adjacent part or hatched at 45 degree in opposite directions. So already we have seen in the diagram 45 degree in the right side and 45 degree in the left side. Likewise, if there is another part having it has to be hatched at 60 degree or 30 degree in the right or left. It was chosen by our own choice. And the other parts may be hatched by varying the scale factor of the section lines. If the component size is going to be tiny or bigger, we have to use different types of ideas in that. So now think, we are going to take a very thin section or shown totally black, leaving the thin space between the adjacent sections. So if the component is very small, so we cannot hatch it properly. So we will give the black shade on the component to give the thin sections. And if the component is very large surface, so we are going to use the outer line of the surfaces for the hatching, not the center one. So not fully or not in the center. So we are going to use the outer parts of the sectional component. The sectional lines of the same pieces in different views, or for the same pieces in different views for the same, it should be identical in spacing and direction. Now we are going to see about the BAS code, as I said before, for the representation of the material. So some of the materials or convention are given below. First material is, we are going to see the first materials are metal. In metal we are using steel, cast iron, copper and its alloy, aluminum and its alloy. So copper alloy and aluminum alloy. So for this steel, cast iron, copper alloy, aluminum alloy, we are going to use the section as like this one, the 45-degree line. So we are going to use this kind of hatching lines for the steel, cast iron, copper alloy and copper, aluminum and aluminum alloy. And for lead, zinc, tin, white metal like these soft materials, we are going to use the mesh type 45-degree both in right and left. At the same time, we are going to create a grid shaped hatching line for the soft thin materials. And for the packing and insulation materials, we are going to use the different types of hatching lines. For porcelain and stoneware marbles, we are going to use this kind of hatching. So, it is a 45-degree hatching and it will be split out. And for the slate, upslate, fiber, synthetic resin product and paper, rubber, leather, wax, insulations, filling materials, for that we are going to use this kind of hatching. So it is said to be the 45-degree line and the horizontal line, so mesh it together. So this kind of mesh diagram, mesh hatching lines are used for the wax, leather, that kind of products. And then for the wood, we can see the layer of the wood. When we are seeing the wood at the butcher area, the old tree was cutted out and it has a, from the center petal it gives a different like of structures, so wood, plywood, etc. So we are going to use this kind of structure for the wood material, wood composite material. We are going to use the section lines as like this much. And for the glass, we can see the glass in the construction area. It cannot be visible at that time, so it can be easily broken out. So we use a tape or any marker to identify the glass center area as a into mark or a name in it. So like that we are going to use the hatching lines as the same. So we are going to draw the 45-degree lines at the middle of the glass areas, section areas. And then third one is liquid. For the liquid, like water, oil, petrol, kerosene, etc., we are going to hatching the reservoir of this liquid storage areas. So liquid storage areas are represented as like this kind of hatching lines. So partially filled by the liquid, it is look like partially filled by a liquid. For the about 60% of the tank is filled up. So like this section we are going to use for the liquidous areas. And for the concrete, like bricks, fire bricks, concretes and brickwork mansions, so like these ones, we are going to use this kind of hatching lines like black triangle with a black dots. So this type of hatching shows it is a concrete material or a brick material. So by using this kind of hatching lines, we can identify the composite materials of the section components. And the sectional conventions are used to give the important conventions followed by the creating sectional views. So we never section some components in the drawings. So they are bolt, nut, stud, rivet, pins, keys, cotter, shaft, etc. They are never shown in the sectional longitudinally. So that is when the cutting plane passes in such as a way as to contain their axes, spokes or arms of wheels or pulleys are never sectioned longitudinally. The cutting plane is assumed to be offsetted so that the arms are left intact and behind the cutting planes. So it will never cuts the bolts, nuts, rivets like that. So it will be offsetted at that portion. And a web or a rib is also not shown in the section when a cutting plane cuts it along in its length and breadth, because the sectional views the cutting plane never cuts due to misdirection of the dimensions. So the shaft, pipes, etc. of the long length are generally shown broken in the middle of the accommodate their views in the different drawing sheets without reducing the scale. So in the shaft pipes, we are going to see the inner details. If there is any holes in the shaft or any key slots, we are going to see the dimension, inner dimension of the key slot or holes. We are going to cut it as a broken section or partial section or local section. So in the first drawing we are going to see the strength of in the sleeve and quarter joint, the shaft is partially broken sectioned to visible the inner details, and if it is the length shaft, we are going to make it as a broken section and indicate with the splines to get the it was the unlimited shafts like that. And friends, this is the end of unit 1 theory, and we are going to see sleeve and quarter joint and the next drawing in the next video, previous video. As the front view, top view and side views, how to draw the drawing like that. So friends, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Keep watching. Thank you.